right, we're on Keritot, Perek Vav, Mishnah Aleph. First Mishnah in the sixth and last chapter, Mishnah Keritot. We haven't talked about Karet a lot. We talked about Korbanot a lot. Okay, we're going to talk about Asham Taluy. This is the next week Mishnah. We're going to talk about Asham Taluy. Remember the Korban Asham Taluy is a Korban Asham that's brought Taluy, hanging Asham, meaning it's brought when you are not sure if you committed a sin that required a chatat or not. You had two pieces of meat. You had two frankfurters in front of you, the kosher one and the not kosher one. You were at the ballpark. You went and there were two hot dogs in front of you. One was chelev, one was treif or whatever, isur deoraita, chayav chataran, and one was not. And you know which one. So you bring an asham talui. Now let's think about it for a second. Asham talui is a really interesting korban because you're bringing a korban. It's not going to bring you atonement. It's only the Chazal say it pushes off the punishment, but you're only bringing it because you're not sure. Because if you knew, then you would obviously bring a korban chatat, or you would bring nothing based on whether you did it or not. So the Mishnah says, "Maybe Asham Taluy." If you bring a korban Asham Taluy, meaning you designated the korban, you mafrish, you separated the korban. You say this animal is going to be from Asham Taluy, and then you bring it to Beit Hamikdash, and the Kohen lifts up the knife to shecht it, v'nodalo shelo chata, and then you find out afterwards. They did a forensic analysis of the hot dog, and it turns out you didn't eat the treif hot dog, you ate the kosher one. If you found out ad shelo nishchat before the animal was slaughtered, Reb Meir says, okay, then the animal is, even though you designated it as a korban asham talui, you didn't really, meaning the Kahati says, the Gemara says, okay, that a person's attitude is, listen, okay, since I don't have to, meaning he says, listen, I'm only going to give the asham talui if I have to give the Asham Taluy. But in his own mind, he's like, if I don't think, if in the end it works out that I don't have to bring the Asham Taluy, I don't want to bring an Asham Taluy. I don't want it to be a korban. And since he found out afterwards, then he wants his animal back. That's Rabbi Meir's opinion. Chachamim say, no, it's a korban. You made it graze until it becomes yista'ev, meaning it becomes a foul, but here it means until it becomes a ba'al mum, until it becomes blemished. And you sell it. Okay, when you redeem it, take the money is hegdesh, and you give it the nidava for korbanot, nidava for voluntary korbanot. Why? Says the Bartunura, based on the Gemara, the mitoch shlibo nokfo, his heart is beating him, his heart is bothering him. B'shat hafrasha, when he's designating the animal, umit yarei misafechet, he's afraid, it's a safechet, maybe I really sinned. Gamar umakdish la le afapisha lo yisarach. He says, listen, even if it turns out that I don't have to, in the end, bring the korban asham talui, either because I have to bring chatat or I don't have to bring it at all. Therefore, in his mind, he says, I want to give this animal. It's a really interesting question. When I have an asham talui, I'm only giving it because I want it as a placeholder, but really I don't want to give it? Or because the Torah tells me I have this opportunity, I'm so anxious about this sin that I did, I want to bring the asham talui itself. That seems to be the nature of the machloki between Rabbi Meir and the Chachamim. I was thinking to myself, which one do I find more personally appealing of this machloket, of the argument? I don't really know. I'm not sure. Be happy if you email me and let me know what you think. Rabbi Lezer says, listen, yikrav, you can even still offer it. Okay, let's say if you didn't eat that hot dog. Trust me, you did something. Now we're going to see in Mishnah Gimel that Rabbi Lezer that you can bring korban asham talui every day. He feels it's a korban nidava. It's a form of voluntary offering. So therefore, even if you found it, you didn't eat the hot dog, you can bring it for something else. Now, let's say you already slaughtered the animal. You slaughtered the animal, but then you found out kosher. It was kosher. You didn't sin. Hadam yishafech v'abasar yitzei lebeit hasref. You have to spill out the blood because it's a korban that you found out is pasul. So therefore, you have to take the animal and take to the beit hasref and burn it. But nizrak adam. But if you found out after you already the blood was caught, okay, and then you took the blood and put it on the mizbeach, it was spilled on the mizbeach, habasar yachel, then it's a kosher korban, because once you spill the blood, that's what's called the zman kapara, the time of atonement, and therefore the korban fulfilled its duty once the blood was spilled on mizbeach, and then the korban is kasher, korban is fine. The Bartunura explains it's called hishat slicha. The time of the spilling of the blood is the time of slicha, and you didn't know anything, you did it, okay, hishat zvikat adam. The time of the pouring of the blood, which is sha'at slicha, the time of forgiveness. Lo hayta idea, you didn't know that the korban was not necessary. Hare Gamar called kaparat sfeiko. And so he finished with what's called kaparata safek, the atonement on the safek, on the doubt situation. And that's an Asham Taluy. When the korban was offered, it was still in doubt. Therefore, all's good. You can eat the basar yachal, you can eat the meat. Rabbi Yossi says, "Filu adam bakos." He's like, once the blood is caught in the receptacle from the shechita, then you could pour it on basar yachal, because Rabbi Yossi feels, okay, that the Rabbi Yossi's opinion, the Bartunir explains, also Kahati explains, is that the klei sharei, the vessel that's used by the Kohen, that's mekadesh korban, that sanctifies the korban. So once they caught the blood, the korban is done, and you pour it on the mizbeach, and you're good to go. We'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to memory of Tzipora. Oh, I lost my place. To dedicate our learning to memory of Tzipora Bashmuel Moshe Udvora Leah. You have other thoughts? Email me about the Machlok bin Rabbi Yossi, about the Chachamim and Rabbi Meir. Email me at asmotu.com. Or if you're a member of our Mishnah, daily Mishnah group, you can find me on WhatsApp and send me a WhatsApp. People do that. Make it a great day.